All right, we're going to explain how to do checkpoint one for the EM Waves project. The first thing you need to do is not actually click into the checkpoint document. If you look underneath in checkpoint one where it says resources for everyone, you want to click in the first resource that says potential project topics. When you get in there, there's a link to a whole lot of different videos, and they're organized by kind of topic. So you have communications, medical applications, measurement and tools, and so forth, all the way down. You're going to end up making a slideshow or a website to explain one of these topics. So if I were you, I strongly recommend clicking on a few links that sound interesting to you. They're all to short, maybe 3 to 5 minute videos. If you do that, say you think, how does your wireless router work is interesting. Click on that video. You may be interested, and it may still be interesting to you, or it may seem kind of boring. You don't want to just go by these topics, or you may get stuck with a topic you don't like, and you're stuck with it for probably 6 weeks. You don't want that. So I would click on a few that sound interesting to you, and then try to pick the one that sounds the most interesting after watching the video. Make sure you get your topic approved by me. I don't want 10 kids doing the same project. It gets boring to grade. So make sure when you say, okay, I like this, how does your wireless router work? If you're live in class, just put it in the chat. As long as too many people haven't picked it, I'll give it to you. If they have, you have to pick another topic. And if you're doing this because you are absent from home, make sure you text me. That's the quickest way. Remember, my phone number is 440-879-7269, and I'll get back to you quickly, letting you know if you need to pick another topic or if that one's good. If you email me, I will get back to you, but it may take a while. So once your topic is approved, then you will click in the research part of checkpoint one. And once you're in there, like always, the top box tells you make sure you have these things before you turn this checkpoint in. So your topic got approved, so you would type that right here. My topic is blah, 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 blah. That takes care of number one. It says all questions in the research table are correctly answered. So if you look here, there's a bunch of questions on the left side, and on the right side, there's room for you to put your answers. So you won't know many of these, if any. You'll need to research them, so you'll look them up. And the actual website you use to find answers, you will put under your source. Google is not a website that will count as a source. You may use Google to find your source, but the page where you're actually getting your information to help you answer these questions, make sure you copy and paste that website into the source. Put your answers over here. You can copy and paste for some of your answers, but in the next checkpoint, they need to be in your own words. So it may just be better to put them in your own words now, so you can copy and paste your own words into checkpoint two. If there's a certain part of a sentence that's really complicated or sounds perfect, you can put it in quotes, but most all of it needs to be in your own words. So I answer this question, I put down my source, I go to the next question. I might be able to use the same source to answer this, and that's fine. However, you need to have 3 total sources. Now notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different boxes. Some boxes have more than one question, so you might have more than one source. You need at least 3 sources. Even if you find a great source that has all the answers, which is pretty rare, you must use 3 sources. One source is never a good idea for research. All right, so let's assume you've answered all your questions, you have at least 3 sources. There's one other thing you need to do, and it's called a CRAP test, C-R-A-P. This is why. C for currency, R for relevance and reliability, A for authority, P for purpose. There are 2 to 3 questions for each of these subheadings, currency, relevance, authority, and purpose, that you must answer about your website. So pick one of the sources that you used up here in the table and copy and paste it in here, and then answer these questions about the website. You should be able to answer most of them. If you're finding that you can't answer 5 or 6, your website doesn't have the answers, you don't want to use that source as it's not a great source. If you do one CRAP test accurately, you can get a C for that cog skill. If you use a new CRAP test for one of your other sources, you'd get a B. And if you do 3 different sources, you'd get an A. That's all there is to checkpoint 1. It sounds like it's not a lot, and it's not, but it takes a little while to find all these answers. It's actually probably the longest checkpoint. Once you have this checkpoint done, the rest of the project's pretty easy because this checkpoint kind of guides everything.